Get ready for massive moves, because the Dallas Mavericks have just made a huge executive shakeup. The Mavericks have hired former Toronto Raptors executive Masai Ujiri as their new team president and alternate governor, signaling a major shift in the franchise's direction and strategy.
Stop using your finger for notes, sketches, and edits. This Jam Jake stylus pen gives your iPad a smoother, more precise writing feel with palm rejection so your hand can rest naturally on the screen. It charges fast, works for hours, and comes with replacement tips. Perfect for school, work, or creative projects. Check the link in the comments to grab it on Amazon.
This move is huge because Masai Ujiri has a storied history with the Raptors, including leading them to the 2018-19 NBA title after acquiring Kawhi Leonard from the San Antonio Spurs. We dive into everything we know about Ujiri's incredible tenure and what this means for the Mavericks roster moving forward. Patrick Dumont, the Mavericks governor, confirmed this big hire, stating that Ujiri's leadership and experience are a critical step in meeting the team's goals. We explore why this appointment is seen as a game-changer for the franchise, especially as they look toward future contendership. From inheriting Cooper, Flagg, and Kyrie Irving to reshaping the entire basketball philosophy, Masai Ujiri is taking the reins. Don't miss the full breakdown of this blockbuster hiring and what it means for the Dallas Mavericks championship aspirations. Stay with us for more breaking news. The Dallas Mavericks have appointed former Toronto Raptors executive Masai Ujiri as their new team president and alternate governor, marking a significant leadership shift following the recent Luka Doncic trade. Ujiri previously held key roles with the Raptors, notably overseeing the acquisition of Kawhi Leonard and leading the team to the 2018-19 NBA championship. He replaced Nico Harrison, who was dismissed as general manager in November. Ujiri's tenure with the Raptors spanned 13 seasons before his departure last June. The Mavericks organization stated that Ujiri will be responsible for all basketball operations while collaborating with team leadership on the franchise's long-term strategy. Mavericks governor Patrick Dumont praised the move, calling Ujiri one of the great basketball leaders of this generation and a critical step toward achieving organizational goals. Ujiri inherits a new era, including Rookie of the Year Cooper Flagg, the #1 overall pick from the previous summer, despite the Mavericks landing him in the draft lottery. The team is also bolstered by other key players, including four-time NBA champion Klay Thompson, forward PJ Washington, and Derek Lively II. The Mavericks are positioned to emerge as playoff contenders, despite missing the postseason in the last 2 years. The team's future direction will now involve Ujiri, who has a background as an international scout and co-founder of the Giants of Africa nonprofit, expressing confidence in the franchise's winning culture with the statement, "We will win in Dallas." The Dallas Mavericks have officially hired Masai Ujiri as their new team president and alternate governor, a significant move signaling a major shift in the team's basketball operations. The appointment follows indications that Mavericks governor Patrick Dumont was seeking a high-impact executive to lead basketball operations in Dallas. The announcement was made shortly after the deal was confirmed. In his statement, Masai Ujiri expressed his enthusiasm, stating, "I'm honored to join the Dallas Mavericks and step into this role at such an important time for the organization. This is a franchise with a proud history, passionate fans, and a commitment to winning. I look forward to working with our players, coaches, and leadership team to build something that reflects that standard and competes at the highest level. We will win in Dallas." Ujiri will assume responsibility for all aspects of the Mavericks' basketball operations, including roster construction, player personnel, and scouting, while collaborating with team leadership to define the organization's basketball philosophy and long-term trajectory. Governor Dumont echoed the sentiment, calling Ujiri one of the great basketball leaders of this generation and a critical step in meeting our goals, emphasizing the welcome energy and determination Ujiri brings to the organization. Ujiri brings a distinguished track record, notably his tenure with the Toronto Raptors, where he was instrumental in transforming the franchise. During his time in Toronto, Ujiri successfully built a consistent top-tier team, stockpiled talent through shrewd drafting and trades, developed a premier player development program, and led the Raptors to their only championship in 2019 after a pivotal move to acquire Kawhi Leonard for a season. Taking over the Mavericks, Ujiri inherits a roster featuring cornerstone player Cooper Flagg, respected coach Jason Kidd, 2 first-round draft picks, a lottery pick, Kyrie Irving under contract for next season, and solid role players including PJ Washington and Daniel Gafford. The team is currently in a well-positioned state, suggesting a focus on refinement rather than a complete overhaul. The hiring process was reportedly thorough, with sources indicating that Dumont and Ujiri first met in Las Vegas last December. This move is part of a larger strategy by Dumont to bolster the organization, following a previous high-profile hire of former Golden State Warriors president Rick Welts as the franchise CEO in 2024, with Welts reportedly meeting with Ujiri during that process. The Dallas Mavericks have appointed former Toronto Raptors executive Masai Ujiri as their new team president and alternate governor. This move follows recent trade activity and represents a significant step for the Mavericks as they navigate the aftermath of the Luka Doncic trade. Ujiri's tenure with the Raptors was marked by significant achievements, including leading the team to acquire Kawhi Leonard from the San Antonio Spurs and securing the 2018-19 NBA championship during Leonard's time with Toronto. The hiring of Ujiri signals the Mavericks' strategic direction moving forward in the NBA landscape. The Dallas Mavericks have announced a significant leadership move, hiring former Toronto Raptors executive Masai Ujiri as the team's president and alternate governor. The appointment marks a high-profile transfer of talent within the NBA landscape. Ujiri's tenure with the Raptors was marked by significant achievements, most notably leading the franchise during the acquisition of Kawhi Leonard from the San Antonio Spurs and guiding the team to an NBA championship in the 2018-19 season, which was Leonard's sole season with Toronto. The hiring of Ujiri signals a major strategic shift for the Mavericks as they look to integrate his executive experience into their operations. This move brings a seasoned NBA executive known for his success in high-stakes situations to the Mavericks organization.